I feel like I gotta sit up again.
Do you want to sit on one of these cushions? I can grab you one of the... Yeah, grab that one. Try sitting on that. Yeah, that's perfect.
No one's here yet.
Nobody's going to watch us today. Bummer. No,
Has that
it's...
ever happened?
Early on, yes. I turned it on, and I'm sitting here going, where is everybody? I'm talking for about 5 minutes, and I'm going like, I can't believe nobody's popping on. And you know what happened? I had it set to private, so I was filming it by myself. Nobody could see I was even live. Hello.
That must have sucked.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing. Hi, Kimberly Jolly. I feel like you're always on here when we do a live stream. Thank you for popping on. There's the beautiful Amy. Hello in Texas.
Hello.
We're just chilling. We haven't done a live stream together with you guys for a while, so we thought we were just sitting here and all of a sudden we were like, maybe we should do a live stream. What do you think? And Amy goes, I'm here. Let's do it. So, yeah, we decided to do it.
Hello. I think I know who that is.
Hello in Kentucky. Amy, how are you? They want to know.
I'm all right. How are you?
We're convinced that the air in California is giving us both headaches.
Yeah.
For sure. Because I went out of town for 3 days last week. The moment I came back into town that night, I had a headache all night. So, hey, Bob, you're welcome. You said thanks for the Eddie Van Halen vlog. I originally was thinking maybe I would just not do that for a while because I thought maybe it was in poor taste. And then I went over there to visit it myself, and I said, you know what? He's got fans all over the world that would probably kill to see this. I really should share this with people. So yeah, I just decided once I was done, I said, hey, I want to just post it right now for everybody. So I'm glad that so many people enjoyed it. You get headaches when you go to work? Can we do an Elvis vlog again? Amy and I actually just did an Elvis vlog today.
No.
What's my connection to 84 Nash? They're friends of mine.
Always.
Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Neil Young's watching us.
Neil Young.
Southern man. Oh, you're very welcome. You said you've truly enjoyed everything that we've posted. Thank you. Yeah, the air quality right now is pretty bad. We were just outside and I looked up and it's still pretty smoggy, even with, weeks that it's been trying to dilute itself. It's still bad.
Old man, take a look at Jordan's life.
It's a great one. I love Neil Young. I love him. Somebody actually said, hey, are you going to go over to Eddie's house where 5150 is? I was thinking about it. But I felt like that one maybe I probably will, but I felt like that's probably more of where his family's going to be hanging out and trying to give them a little bit of their time. But I did think it was really cool. Somebody commented on that video and said that Alex, Wolfgang, and Janie, Eddie's wife, all went over to the same memorial that I filmed and that they had written in the yellow chalk. So the person commenting said, you got some of their writing, some of their memorial to Eddie. So that's really cool to see his family members were out there already. Harvest Moon's great. I love Harvest. I love After the Gold Rush is probably my favorite. Hello in the OC.
I like when Jimmy Fallon does Neil Young.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Hi, Leanne.
Is 5150 even accessible? No, but I know where the front of the house is, so I figure fans will probably go out there and leave stuff in front of the gates and all that stuff too. What I wanted to do was I really wanted to go to his wife's house that's where I met him. That's where my stories were, but I really feel like that would be in bad taste right now. So if that happens, it'll be a little while. Hello in Sevierville. Awesome.
That is why we need Eddie Van Halen.
Yeah, we were, Amy and I were talking today. I was saying well, I guess we know what Bill and Ted 4 will be. Them going back in time to bring Eddie back.
They wouldn't do that though.
When will the pics be available? I think what I'm going to do is, I think maybe the easiest way, I was trying to do them on my website, but I'm not sure how to do the sale button on there. So if you're joined on the Facebook group, I'll probably make them available through the Facebook group, through a Patreon, or not a Patreon, through just a PayPal donation. And just do it that way, because I'm going to have to pay taxes on it no matter what. So I just think that'd probably be the easiest way. You know a lot about the history of the surviving houses of old Hollywood stars. Well, I get obsessed with stuff here and there, and then I start looking down rabbit holes. But I don't know that I don't know how much of it I retain. It starts to like get mixed after a while. In fact, when I was watching when the Frank Zappa vlog aired, I always watch him the day of to make sure I didn't leave any major like editing mistakes or whatever that need to be checked. And on that one, I was going, wait a minute, that story about him blowing up his junk was pretty reminiscent of Art Bell. Then I realized, yeah, both of them they both were interested in blowing up things when they were young. So, but I was worried that maybe I got the stories mixed. She said she's so happy to see you back, Amy.
Yay, thanks.
Amy and I are actually going to go on a trip pretty soon together. We're going to do some a couple of vlogs that for quite a while people have been requesting.
Hi, Infinite.
No, I haven't watched The Cabin yet.
No, I'm not.
Hola.
I look the same. I think.
Are we taking Ja? No, Ja's not going on this one because where we're going is going to be probably pretty hot. So it's we're actually going to be celebrating a birthday.
Mm-mm.
Yep, we're celebrating someone's birthday. So this one was I know Amy would want to go, but I let her decide on this one where we went. Because they'll be, we have fun no matter where we go. You guys haven't even seen our last trip yet that are getting ready to come up. I haven't done casting for probably 3 years. You hear jaw tapping on the floor, of course. I know, yeah, everybody say a big happy birthday to Amy. Thank you. That's
Thanks.
Jaw's a dog, but what is a dog? Have you ever seen Revenge of the Nerds 2 when Ogre says, what if CAT really spelled dog? And everyone gets quiet and they go, that's deep, Ogre. Because what if it did?
What are you talking about?
What if CAT actually spelled dog?
Yeah, but what is that from?
Revenge of the Nerds 2.
Oh.
Thank you, Doug, for the super chat. That's very nice of you. Oh, thank you, Jim. Said happy 20th birthday, Amy.
27th.
Well, there's a 20th and a 27th. This one was happy 20th.
Thanks.
Oh, cool. You caught one of Eddie's guitar picks. That's awesome. Lots of happy birthdays in there. John has his own channel.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Amy. Have a great day.
Thanks.
She does look like she could be 20. I agree.
Aw.
I'm robbing the cradle.
Add 20 years to that.
Amy and I are less than a year apart. It's sad that I look so old now. I've gotten so old. Thank you, Maria.
Yeah, apparently I look porky. Well, it's because I'm sitting on a pillow too. So
Yeah.
I'm like, it's all an illusion. I'm like higher than you.
Thank you, Ellen.
And you probably have it on widescreen or whatever setting.
They're
That you
just
always
just
do.
being jerks. Don't worry. Don't give it a second thought. Oh, happy belated birthday. You said yours was on the 2nd? Yeah, my sister, her girlfriend Brandy, her birthday was yesterday, so it was a big birthday. Go buy Amy and Pink's hot dog. We are going to go get some dinner after this, so thank you, Ralph Alessandra. Yeah. You haven't eaten yet today, so I got to take you to get something.
Happy birthday, Green Space Explorer.
Amy, what did you get for your birthday?
Oh, do you want me to show the stuff you got?
Somebody asked. It's up to you if you want to show.
Well, you can show. It's closer to you. That's up to you. Do you want to?
It's up to you.
Care. Why? Just do it.
One of the things I got Amy was a little decorative piece for her house.
Super cool.
Is a ashtray from the International.
It's original.
Which is where Elvis performed when he.
You see my eyes.
Yeah, when Elvis started doing the Vegas stuff.
It's just for decoration.
Yeah. I mean, you don't even see like these old school type ashtrays anymore.
That's going in the cabinet.
And then, let's see.
I would never. Cool, right?
Some tickets to see Selena in 1993.
I have to travel back in time.
Yeah, well, that's where Bill and Ted come into play here. That's where they become handy. But Amy loves Selena, so I found these and bought those for her.
Yeah, neat, huh?
And then you have the jacket beside you.
But it's too small.
Yeah, they lied to me on the sale. They said it was a small, and it's actually a youth large.
Yeah, it's like maybe for like a 6-year-old. That's what I would say. But it's super cool though.
Oh, did I miss a super chat? I'm sorry. Let me see.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Lisa Keene.
Thanks.
Oh, very generous of you. Thank you. And then
It's super cool. I probably have to put it on a stuffed animal.
Then this is a postcard from when Elvis was at the International, and that's Amy's favorite Elvis costume.
You can't alter it if it's too small though. It's like it's little like for a little kid.
Yeah. But it was surprisingly close to fitting. I was kind of shocked.
Hey.
No, I mean, it was surprisingly for a youth size, that's pretty insane.
Pog champ.
And then this is something that Amy wanted. This is Selena lipstick.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the cabinet. I'm not gonna use it. But you gotta show.
I'll let you take it out and show them.
You have to really show it. It's so pretty. No one wants to see the box. Look at you guys. You have to be like a makeup person, like, ooh. And where's it at? You guys have seen it before, right?
It's got her logo, I think, on there. Or it's a rose, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, those were the things that I got Amy. I'm trying to think if there was anything else.
I love Selena too. I love her makeup. It's so pretty.
Nothing wrong with doing something nice for someone on their birthday. Oh, you're very welcome.
I'm not gonna wear the lipstick. I'm gonna put it in the cabinet.
If you could choose an Elvis concert to attend, let me see. Would it be Aloha from Hawaii or the New Year's Eve show in '76 in Pittsburgh?
Probably Aloha from Hawaii, because I'd rather, if you're doing live, I'd rather do the 1969 Las Vegas show. But have you ever listened to that whole thing?
Yeah, I did.
No, you haven't.
It's on YouTube. Yeah, I have.
There's no video to it.
No, but they have the audio.
It's so great.
Thank you, Susan. Oh, did the Dodgers win? I didn't see. I haven't been following it, really. You said you used to visit Selena's graveside often. A beautiful memorial in Corpus Christi. We'll get there at some point.
Do you like Corpus Christi? Did you like Corpus Christi? Definitely not young.
I don't think it's 20-year-old makeup. I think they're.
No, it's new.
Yeah,
it's brand new.
I ordered it right from Mac.
No,
so
it just came out like maybe like 2 or 3 years ago. It's brand new. It's not old. You knew that, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I bought it from Mac, so I knew that they would.
It just sells out fast.
Yeah. You said your grandmother passed away, and she worked at the El Rancho in Gallup. I did see your mention or your comment about that, Gwen Rose. I did, of course, I vlogged that place, but I want to go back really bad because I want to do another vlog there. I've heard stories about it, so I've heard some additional stuff that kind of relates to what I vlog. So it just gives me an excuse to go stay there again. So
yeah.
A lot of Selena stuff coming out now. Amy and I were saying that. Amy noticed that on her phone she was getting a lot of like ads for Selena stuff recently.
Not ads, like
or like pop-up type. Oh, stories, yeah.
On Google.
Amy, somebody.
They make Selena lipstick and eyeshadow and bronzer, all kinds of stuff.
They said, "What kind of perfume do you like,
lip
Amy?"
liner. I don't have a favorite perfume actually. I speak Selena.
Yes, this is live now. No, I haven't done any vlogs on Selena yet. I will at some point. Ryan said, Amy is Selena, your second favorite behind Elvis.
She's my third because the Doors.
And then you said, Amy, where are you from originally?
California.
Yeah. You said Selena's foundation and concealer is very nice.
I bet.
We've turned into the.
But I can't wear foundation because it doesn't sit on my skin nicely. I just use powder.
Our next adventure is, well, that's a trick question. The next adventure that you guys will see is, I think, a couple of days in Las Vegas and then Minnesota. But Amy and I are going to take off on a secret trip that you guys will find out about in the future.
I love when Jimmy Fallon does Reading Rainbow by Jim Morrison. It's so funny.
I haven't seen that.
You haven't?
No.
He makes a whole Doors song out of children's books.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's great. And then they have like people acting like the Doors in the background, but it's really his stage band behind the curtain playing it.
Oh, okay.
The Roots or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Do you like his backup band?
Yeah, I liked them better when they were actually a band, like before they
right.
did it.
St. Augustine is haunted. We were talking about at some point going and vlogging Florida, so we'll keep that in mind.
I love the Doors.
Oh,
I'm surprised. Are you sure you're not on Jaws channel?
Yeah, why? Because we only have 300 people. Well, it's later. The East Coast people are probably asleep. We haven't seen Jeff Kidd, so that tells you that we might be on too late for.
Maybe the president's talking.
A friend of mine actually reached out last night and said that he, if we wanted to go to New York, we could go and vlog some of the Orange County Chopper stuff. That he knows those people very well. So all kinds of crazy options have been popping out that we've been kind of thinking about because they keep saying the second wave of COVID or whatever is going to be worse and they're going to have more things restricted and stuff. So we've been trying to film vlogs in advance and just so that you guys like at least have some cool stuff to watch through the new year. Yeah, it's 9 on the East Coast. Some people that's past bedtime. Amy doesn't want to roast lamb. You don't lamb, do you?
Bad. No, I don't really. I accidentally had lamb once and it tasted weird.
We didn't go. We're not going to Minnesota. We already went. We went about a month ago. You guys just haven't seen it yet, but you'll see it, I think, next week. Tomorrow, actually, our guest is Bruce Kulick and Lisa Lane Kulick. Bruce is in Grand Funk Railroad. He's the guitar player in Grand Funk Railroad, and he used to be in Kiss.
Oh, that's super cool about what did it say? Her grandfather was at Jim Morrison's at the Doors concert where he got arrested. Oh, her friend's dad. That's cool.
Yeah.
Natalie.
I would have loved to have seen the Doors live.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, Bruce is really cool. Actually, we exchange emails like every other day. Yeah, Bruce is really. I went over. They made some art for me, like a gift for me. So when I was passing through where they live, I stopped off and visited. They gave me a whole like tour of their house, like all of his. I mean, I got hit an entire room full of like all of his guitars. I mean, maybe not all of his guitars, but more guitars than I've ever seen. So. Toodaloo. That's what the singer of Brainiac used to always say when he would take off. Timmy Taylor. Toodaloo. Amy, you're very pretty.
Thanks.
I would agree with that. I tell her all the time I think she's gorgeous.
Oh.
No, I don't know. I don't know Mark Slaughter, Rachel Bolan. To be honest, I wasn't really into their music. Do I see Breck much? No. I mean, he lives in Texas, so about once a year. I stayed with him for like 2 weeks in January, and then I helped him move there. So, and then he's been back here twice, but I mean, I'm a travel vlogger, so.
You haven't visited your friend?
No, I have. That's the point, is that I just can't, I don't always revisit places because, I've vlogged most of the stuff I went to vlog in his area, so it'll probably be like more like once a year type visits. We haven't shown Ja yet. Ja, do you want to say hi to everybody?
Grab him.
Hey, Ja, come here. Come say hi. People would like to see that face. Right there. Look at that chin. What a good boy. You're such a good boy. He really is. Not a peep. People always ask if Jaws ever barked. He doesn't bark, he just, if he wants to fight, then he'll let out a little kind of like a chirp. It's not necessarily...
You've never heard him bark before?
No. He has one sound when he's in pain that's more like a weird screech, and then one sound that he lets out when he wants to fight, and that's I can hear a little like growl coming first before he does it. But it's because it's coming from him, it doesn't sound ferocious in any way. Ja gets prettier every time you see him. It's because I've been putting, for about the last 2 months, I've been putting a spoonful of olive oil in his food once a day. So look at that coat. Show it off, Ja. Look at him gleam as we rotate. Hello in Puerto Rico. I would love to come visit. I would love to come see Puerto Rico. I'd really like to go to Jamaica too. I want to go to Bob Marley's house. Happy first birthday.
I cut it like a month ago.
Yeah. Doesn't it look great?
Thanks.
Perfect.
It's still kind of long. I can't see from this far.
Question for Amy. Did you see Jordan on vlogs before you met him? Yeah, you probably saw me before you met me. We were Instagram friends. You got chased by a chihuahua, almost bit you on the ankle. Well, John would never do that. Have you ever met any of Motley Crue? Not necessarily met, but I was on stage when they were, the day they announced their retirement the first time. They performed on Kimmel that night, and I was on stage. I was a guest of Kimmel's, and I was like not on the show, but I was a guest of somebody that worked there, and I watched them perform from the stage because I've told the story where I was like dumbfounded by watching Vince Neil. Whenever he wasn't singing, he would run off the stage, and they had built a tent right beside me, and they had an oxygen tank, and he would go in there and put the mask on, and they'd turn the oxygen on. He'd just sit there for like while guitar solos were going around, and he'd just sit there and like huffing the oxygen, and he'd run back out there and perform. I'd never seen anybody do that before. That was news to me.
Why, so he could sing?
Yeah, he was just out of shape, you know.
That's how I feel. Apparently, I look it.
Well, when you run around a lot on stage, like they were saying that, I remember watching that documentary on Journey when they got the singer they have in there now, and like his first show, he'd never performed on like a big stage like that, and they were trying to tell him like reserve your energy, and he's like out for the first two songs running back and forth and singing everything, and he's like wiped out. So you just had to.
Yeah, I would be too. Ever since being stuck at home, I don't do anything anymore. I would get out of breath just going to the mailbox. I need an oxygen tank.
You said Meatloaf used to do that with oxygen. I think I heard that as well.
I made meatloaf like a couple weeks ago, and it was a fail.
How? Didn't taste good, or it just looked questionable?
My mom liked it. I just didn't measure it all right. Like.
Thanks, Janice Craig.
It was a fail.
Listen to her.
I don't ever want meatloaf again.
Hey, cooking with a kid.
I don't like meat anyway. Let alone a meatloaf.
An entire loaf.
I mean, I like meat, but not that. Maybe it was the mashed potatoes that I bought, because like I didn't make, this pillow is pulling, like it's pulling my hair up, huh? I didn't make fresh mashed potatoes.
Oh, would you do a box mix or something?
No,
or
but I like
just
those,
add
though.
milk?
I like those though.
Some of them can be good, some of them are not though.
There used to be a brand called Potato Buds, and that was so bomb. My dad used to make that all the time.
Is that the dry stuff that was like flaky that you pour out of a box?
I can make those taste like real potato. Well, they are real. It's just dehydrated.
Denise says just put ketchup on it, it'll be fine. I feel the same way.
Well, what happened is I went to the store, right, and I went to the meat section.
You're making them laugh, I see.
And because Mom wanted me to make meatloaf, you know, and
what a great daughter cooking for your mom.
Never buy the last on the rack. You know what I'm saying?
There's a reason that it's the last on the rack.
So I could have got the ground beef that was in the plastic one, the ones that what do you call them? The meat man? The meat market? What is
butcher?
It? The butcher. The meat man. Oh, look at the pillow fell on me. This is driving me nuts.
Sorry.
All right, I moved it. Now I have more freedom.
No, you'll never get Amy to go for mac and cheese instead of mashed potatoes. She likes mashed potatoes too much.
Wait, from what?
They said do mac and cheese instead of mashed potatoes.
I do love mac and cheese. Like, I will legit get KFC and not even get the chicken, just get a big, large thing of mac and cheese and mashed potatoes.
But you love mashed potatoes. That's like your jam.
I can't say no. I can't say no to mashed potatoes, but I can if they're weird, though. I mean, I know, like...
Have you ever seen that on a menu? Weird mashed potatoes?
What's
they should title them.
Weird mashed potatoes is when you're, like, at your like in-laws house and you're trying to be nice or something, and
they left the peel on there.
No, like you're there for Thanksgiving and the mashed potatoes just aren't up to par. Like, that's a deal breaker.
I've heard that too, Natalie. You said you knew a girl that used to use heavy cream for her mashed potatoes. I've heard that. I've seen people do that a lot too.
I've never done that, but I bet it makes it sweeter though.
Yeah. My mom puts that heavy cream in when she makes Alfredo sauce. It's really good.
That's something I usually don't make at home is Alfredo because it's very time consuming.
My mom, I think she probably makes the
Not
best
like
I've
from
ever
scratch,
had.
Not from scratch. I can, but because you have to stay there and whisk. You can't leave the kitchen.
Thank you, Cooking with the Kid.
Hi, Cooking with the Kid.
We might be. We're coming to Florida sooner than later, so we'll definitely find a way to meet up somehow. Whether it's a group thing or maybe we can plan a Daze with Jordan the Lion and Amy picnic or something. And when we come there, who knows? And
where?
If we go to like Florida or something,
Oh.
and people can meet us. Orange juice and mashed potatoes. I've never heard that. That sounds a little questionable to me.
Well, I remember when I was little and I was trying to make some cereal and we didn't have milk. And I put orange juice instead because something in my little kid mind thought, well, orange juice is for
liquid.
breakfast.
Yeah. I did the same thing with water. It tastes horrible.
Ew, and that's when I learned that cereal just only needs, you can only do milk.
Yeah. You said I use evaporated milk in my mashed potatoes. That's a good choice. How about ice in your milk?
That's when I was little, I used to put ice in my milk. I don't like milk. As I got older, I started not liking certain things.
I feel like I've seen Breck do ice in the milk.
My dad does. My dad and my brothers. My brothers put ice in their milk.
You know what my grandpa used to do?
It just makes you chug the milk.
My grandpa for lunch every day would drink buttermilk.
My dad drinks buttermilk.
Oh gosh. And I remember
my granddad.
When I was growing up, every once in a while, every couple of years, I'd forget how bad it was, and I'd see him drink, and I'd say, "I want to have a glass of buttermilk today," and oh.
No, you know what? What about
you gotta develop
eggnog?
I don't mind eggnog, actually.
Well, what is eggnog?
It's an eggnog.
What's a nog?
I don't know.
I've
been a participant in making it, and I forget. No, it's good. Nah, it's actually pretty good.
With whiskey. Wait.
Yeah, that's what you're supposed to spice it up with.
Wait.
Bourbon.
Is it whiskey you put in eggnog?
Yeah, when I made it with friends, their recipe was like a family recipe. They used bourbon.
Well, bourbon and whiskey.
It's pretty much the same type of deal.
Oh my.
This is the time of the year for eggnog. Problem with eggnog is, to me, it's very rich. So I can't do a lot of it's like one glass here and there. It's not like Clark Griswold where you're dipping it back in for drink after drink. Yeah, I'd rather do a B-52 and call it an eggnog. Cream cheese and mashed potatoes? Yeah, that sounds good. I can see that.
I don't like cream cheese that much, but I do know a really good recipe that you use cream cheese and you make corn casserole.
Ooh, that would be good, actually.
It is, and you add green chilies. Super good.
Hello in Savannah, Georgia. I haven't been to Georgia in a while.
Milk, bourbon, and whiskey. All of the above.
Thank you, James. Thank you for watching the Van Halen Memorial. I think he was awesome. He deserves to be remembered, so.
We should do a vlog on cooking one day.
Yeah, we will. In St. Louis, you're going to come. Don't have any plans for St. Louis right now.
What about now?
Not yet.
What about now?
Getting warmer. What about Portland? No, I'll pass on Portland for a while. No thanks.
Why? Portland?
I don't want to get political, but when you tear down a statue of Abraham Lincoln and Teddy Roosevelt, you lose me. I don't want to be a part of. I don't want to go visit a place that would do that.
Well, it's not Portland that did it.
I know, but I don't want to. That just seems like a bad area to go to for enjoying myself right now. I don't want to be surrounded with anything political wherever I go next. You know what I mean?
Where we've been has literally been political.
But that wasn't the purpose for going there.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be the purpose to go there.
I've been to Eugene. Yeah, I've been. I actually was in Springfield,
that reminds
Oregon.
Me. I have to mail that to my aunt.
Oh yeah. It's been a while, huh?
I should have brought that because you're the good mailer. You're good at getting down to the post office.
Yeah, I did get down to the post office the other day. It was a long. For those of you that are my patrons and you were waiting on postcards or records or paintings from me, they did go out, but I stood in like a little over an hour long line because they only had one person working a window the day after a holiday. So I did get everything out. They are on their way to you, and I apologize for it taking a little extra time. But the stuff is on its way. I promise. Oh, you got my record? Thank you. Yeah, I did. I was gonna say I did send out records, and I saw that Emerson, one of my young fans, she got her record today, and she was excited. Her dad posted a video of her opening the record on her Instagram, so that was cool. And her dad should get some acknowledgement too, because her dad, he has a record in the #1 spot on the blues charts right now. He produced William Shatner's blues record, so congrats, Adam.
William Shatner blues record.
Yeah. They had Richie Blackmore on there doing The Thrill Is Gone with William Shatner. How cool would that be? But I thought that was great. I'm like, dude, good for him, you know? Like, he produces a lot of great stuff, and that's just one of them. So, you know, to put something out right now, as crazy as things are, and then it go to #1, that's pretty cool. When is Amy putting out a sing-along record? That's a good one. Amy, woo! Glad to see you, and glad to see Jordan too.
Hello.
Yeah, Richie Blackmore's on it. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, you said, yeah, no kidding. That's saying a lot, because if you know much about Richie Blackmore, he doesn't do a whole lot that's not like that Renaissance type stuff that he's into. He and his wife make like those like ancient kind of like Renaissance fair type records, or at least that's last time I was reading up on him. That's what he was just heavy into, making those kind of classical, those records. We're only gonna do an hour tonight, so we he had to put down the harpsichord. That's a great one. That is great. I know. Hey, you can't blame him though. Honestly, you seriously can't, because sometimes people just get into stuff at different times in their life and it takes over. When I met Aileen Quinn and talked to her, she was Little Orphan Annie in the movie. Her whole life now, she just is obsessed with rockabilly. Like,
what?
She didn't hear it most of her whole life.
The girl who played Annie?
Yeah, she didn't hear it her whole life, and then she heard it when she was like, she had been on Broadway and done all this stuff, and then she heard it, and it just took over. Like, that just was like, she's like, this was my soul hearing this music, and that's what cool. She does. Yeah. Same thing with John Mayer. He wasn't a Grateful Dead fan until like a year before he joined the group. He said like, and it just never grabbed me, and then all of a sudden one day I just got it. And he goes, I always tell people, just because you don't like a band or something doesn't mean you won't ever like them. You just may not like them yet. Like, it might not just hit you at that time. But he said I was almost to a point where I was like losing interest in music because I just felt like there was nothing new or anything to be excited about. And then he started listening to Grateful Dead and learning that stuff. And then he gave the Dead and Company like a second wind. He would remind all the band members of all these cool songs that they didn't even think about playing live anymore. Aileen Quinn was so nice. Yeah, Breck used to work at Disneyland. And yeah, and so her band was performing at Downtown Disney, and so I met up with Breck down there because he could just get me into the park anytime with his guest passes. Mm-hmm. And so we went down there and met her during one of her breaks, and she agreed to let me interview her. So I remember it being on my grandpa's birthday. I remember like doing a shout out to him in that vlog. You said you left Hollywood and you're back. I'm not back. I don't live in Hollywood. Yeah, I left. I'm gone. If you rented a house and they told you there was a Bigfoot encounter there, I would absolutely be filming. I would have like cameras hooked up in every room all the time and outside.
Jaw. Mine's cooking with the kid.
No, I don't use TikTok.
It's too young, I think.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not in. In fact, like I just never have seen one that was funny. Like
What? I've
people
seen
use. I just
funny
don't.
ones.
I just don't. I don't
You
know.
don't
I
have-
just think that humor is like a little like
I think it's because you don't have
childish.
kids. You don't have
Yeah.
teenagers around you.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And there's no specific humor to say it's childish. Like
Well, I
everybody
mean,
does different stuff.
I know, but most of the ones I saw were always people singing like
No, there's
lip
lots of
singing and
different
stuff. So
there's lots of different stuff on there.
thank you, Frank.
I've seen a lot of funny stuff on there.
The Shining
I don't-
Hotel is up in Oregon, and we haven't been up there yet.
Not if it's Portland, right, Jordan?
Not right now. I like to focus on just one social platform, and YouTube is so big that's. I was trying to tell Bruce Kula because I was mentioning to him that I don't follow Facebook or anything. He told me he had a big post on there. I go, I didn't know about it because I don't use those platforms.
Thank you.
Thank you, Robert. But yeah, I just said, like I said, I realized, at some point that all of the people that were coming to my Instagram or my Facebook, they were all coming because they already watched me on YouTube. So why focus on those if everybody finds me here, I should focus on here.
TikTok's just young. It's just the youngsters.
Oh, is the Shining Hotel in the Shining Hotel was in Colorado?
Same with Snapchat. I don't ever
Okay,
use
okay,
Snapchat.
my mistake. Yeah, I don't use Snapchat either.
Like, there's so many people our age that use it too, but I just don't ever find anything that interesting to record like 15 seconds of my life each day, all day, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I never got into it. The filters are on fleek though.
Yeah, no kidding. Amy will
If
she'll
I
show
feel
me like,
having
oh,
some
I do
bunny
have.
ears, I'm gonna wear those bunny ears.
Yeah, she'll go like, well, I do actually have the app so that because they have the best filters for photos. So.
That's not why I had the app though. That's not why I had the app. I kept it because I had friends that had Snapchat and they were messaging me through there. But yeah, I don't do any social platform anymore.
Are we gonna have a Halloween live chat and costumes? Maybe, maybe not. I don't really
Probably
think
not.
so.
It's probably too late now anyway. Because by the time then you have that other thing.
Yeah, I mentioned I'm gonna be doing something at the end of the month, so it'll just depend on our schedule, kind of like what we're up to.
But I did get my kid a Halloween costume this year.
As opposed to last year.
We weren't doing any Halloween.
Yeah, well, there for like a day. I don't know if it still is. They canceled Halloween and
Actually, last year
around
they
here, and then they took it back.
Little did they know that this year was gonna suck even worse. Last year, I didn't get one trick or treater at my door, and I bought candy just in case because I didn't want to be that jerk,
Did you end up eating it all yourself?
No, my kids. I don't really eat that much candy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Facebook's too political. I'm off that right now.
You're totally right, Frank. Anytime I log in for anything,
And it's not
That's
that I don't
immediately-
enjoy occasional political talk. But, sorry, you were talking.
no. I'm not saying anything. Any plans to do anything with Scott Michaels? Actually, on our vlog Monday, Amy and Scott and Troy and I go over to Joanna Cassidy's house and we interviewed Joanna at her house.
Oh, when's that coming out? That was a long time ago.
That's on the 20th, on your birthday,
Oh,
I believe.
that was a long time ago. Kind of, it feels
Yeah.
like. Homeschooling sucks. I don't even bother.
Okay, so I was right. So the hotel is in Oregon. Okay, I
Kind
thought
of,
it was.
kind of.
I don't remember.
20 or.
I don't really have
I have
anything dedicated to Jack Benny. This year was like 5 years long. It ain't over.
I actually just said that yesterday, but I said 30. Because it's like, geez, I won't go political, but I can. But there's a time, like we were talking about Facebook, sometimes you want to escape it,
Yeah.
and you can't. It is important though.
Greetings from Spain. I wish I were there. I would love to.
It's so important.
I love Spain.
Spain.
Beautiful.
Well, I never been to Spain, but I kind of like the music.
Thinking of New Year's 2020 feels like so long ago. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, it doesn't feel that long to me because I've been doing stuff. I mean, honestly, like, if I'm being honest, it's been kind of a bummer year, but it hasn't really felt like, to me, it hasn't felt like it's been forever because I just keep
Thanks, Carlos.
finding stuff to do.
Is that what it said, Carlos?
Yeah, thank you, Carlos, for the super chat. Who's the second autograph on my Van Halen 2 album? It's Michael Anthony. If you watch my vlogs when I went to the NAMM show, he signed my record in that video. Actually, we talked about Eddie signing my record with Michael Anthony. Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to go political. I don't believe in politics. I honestly don't. Amy and I are kind of yin-yang in a lot of ways. Like I'm kind of like, just like, I'm over it. She follows it more, but we both just have kind of realized, like, the best thing to do is live your life, you know? Like,
well, it's important. You're kind of putting words in my mouth.
well, sorry.
But I won't go there. Our band. Oh, yeah.
Oh, thank you, Xena Girl.
Did you read that?
Yeah, she said, I watched your Eddie Van Halen video from 2017 yesterday. Do you have the Mac poster? Do you still have the Mac poster? The Mac poster.
McDonald's Mac?
Tell me what the Mac poster was again. I might have it and I have it rolled up somewhere. I'm just drawing a blank on what that would be. I might not have it though, because I'm not remembering what that was. Can I play Eruption? No, but I will at some point. I will learn it. What was it? Somebody was asking about I Love Lucy. I'm trying to see what else because you were saying to celebrate the anniversary of I Love Lucy. Were you asking if we were going to go somewhere or? Oh, the Mac. Oh, with Richard Pryor. No, I don't have that poster anymore. I gave it to somebody, but you can get it on Amazon. You know how I got that? A friend of mine had ordered from Amazon The Mask with Jim Carrey. He loved that movie and he wanted that poster, and they accidentally sent him the Mac, so he gave that to me. No, I don't have that anymore that I know of, but I think I gave it away, but I know for sure you can get it on Amazon. Yeah.
Who is on this cup?
I'm not sure. I got that at a Goodwill.
It says AC. I think I'll use my Google lens and find out who this is.
Amy, what hair products?
Wait, what'd you say you got this at Goodwill?
Yeah, like 10 years ago.
This, for all we know, could be somebody's grandfather's Father's Day gift or something.
I just thought it was a pretty cool
look
image.
At this, Granddad.
Amy has an app that'll, like, if she points it out, it'll kind of like.
Everybody can do it. It's the No, I bet you this is something personal.
Yeah, Tina Turner's still living. Yeah, we're gonna wrap it up here in like 10 minutes. So.
It doesn't tell me so. This might be someone's grandfather's, like someone in the nursing home probably got this as a gift.
That's true, because I couldn't make out the name on the bottom.
Like, we don't know what to do with old Billy's young picture, and so they donated it to Goodwill. That's cool. Well, at least it's got some use.
Any thoughts about coming back up to Seattle for Officer and a Gentleman? I didn't really care for that movie, honestly. It's all right, but don't know when we'll be getting back to Seattle. There's some other places I want to go before there.
Really? Now take your medicine.
I know it looks like William Hart, but I don't know who it is. I couldn't make out the signature. There's like an autograph underneath it.
Oh, there's a glare. Do you guys see it? There's a glare on it. Oh wait, let's go. It's not gonna let me without a glare. Maybe one of you guys know. He probably washed his dentures in it. Oh, Billy. I washed mine in it too.
Well, the Goodwill that I used to go to, they would always have coffee mugs for $1, so I would always walk through and see if there was anything.
That's interesting. So maybe it is. Maybe they like had a coffee cup made for their great grandfather because this was him when he was younger. That's sad, huh? Like when you have no one left and everybody has to figure out what to do with your stuff. And then it's even worse when no one wants it.
Well, one day I said to Breck, I go, hey, you don't have kids. What do you think will happen after you die? He goes, the cats will eat me.
And your dog would eat you too.
But I was more talking about like, what are you going to do with your stuff? But he's like, yeah,
they'll only eat you
they'll
if
find
you
me
get left alone in the house. I mean, if no one ever finds him.
It's possible. Who knows?
Well, I was Googling that, and I don't think they immediately start eating you. I think it could take like a month or something before they start. I do like candy. I do. He just asked if I ate it all. Didn't eat it all. That's why it's very, bless you. That's why it's very important that when you buy your Halloween candy, you buy the kind you like.
It's true. That is a good point.
Yeah. Why are you Googling? I know you meant to say, why are you Googling that? I don't know. I Googled the strangest things.
Thank you for all the people saying bless me right now.
Anytime.
For my sneeze.
Anytime I have a thought. Guten Tag. No, I don't like taffy candy though. But you probably do, huh? Like,
Depends.
What are those called? Abba Zaba?
I actually like Abba Zaba. Those are alright. Not a huge fan of like the saltwater taffy, like those weird flavored ones. Not really into all those.
I remember when I was little, I lost a tooth on a now and later, like one of my baby teeth.
I used to love now and laters. You gotta suck on those forever. You're not supposed to chew on them.
In like 4th grade, I remember I had like a bathroom break, and I went to go sneak my now and later.
What color or what flavor was it?
Grape.
Oh,
and I didn't like it, but I bit, and then my tooth came out, and then there was blood, and I panicked. And I went to the nurse's office.
When I was a kid, I always liked to get the green apple ones so that I could suck on them, and then I would have a green tongue, and I could pretend to be George the Animal Steele, the wrestler, because he would eat the turnbuckles, and then he would have a green tongue afterward.
Remember Warheads? Did you ever eat those?
Yeah, I liked Warheads too.
The green one, that was so sour. I used to love those sour candies.
I love Sour Patch
Kids.
And
the salt ones, what were they called? You get them from the ice cream man for like 5 cents, and you could get like 20 of them. And they had salt and limon. Limon. What are they called?
I don't know.
I think they might just be called limons. I like those, and I don't like the chili. What's the other kind? The ones that they sometimes
lemon heads. I love lemon heads.
What is those called? The chili one. Sometimes they make those suckers.
Tamarindo or.
Yeah, I don't like that stuff.
Oh, thank you, Tony and Susie Miller.
Thanks. Ooh, I love pumpkin pie. Oh my gosh.
They have some killer. I had them like a week ago. They have their ice cream sandwiches that are pumpkin pie flavored. They're maybe the best thing ever. You don't even need whipped cream. They like the whatever that they make the sandwich out of tastes like the whipped cream.
They say that like the smell of pumpkin is aphrodisiac for men.
That's possible. I love pumpkin.
So if you, like ladies, go get yourself if your man ain't paying attention.
Just smear some pumpkin all over your body.
Or go get a pumpkin candle.
Okay, well if you want to take the easy way out.
You went hardcore. You got a fetish for pumpkin pie.
No.
Pie me in the face.
How can you not like lemon heads? Lemon heads.
I don't like lemon heads.
I love them. They were one of my favorites when I was a kid. I liked the little figure, the guy's head. Yeah.
I like the box, but not the. I didn't like.
Thanks, Betsy.
But I did love eating lemons though, like real lemons off the tree with salt.
That's crazy. I remember you told me that. I can't imagine doing that.
Have you ever tried it?
No.
It's so delicious. It's good. It's sour.
Do you like fireballs? Somebody asked.
No. Do you?
Not so much. I don't really like things that are that hot.
I love spicy, but I don't like spicy candy.
I love Nerds. Yeah, Nerds candies are great.
When I was pregnant with Presley, I wanted to eat nothing but Sour Patch Kids. So that says a lot about how she is now. Like literally, I ate those all the time.
Did the inside of your like cheek
That
get all
and
raw?
pepperoncinis and lemons with salt. I was always eating Sour Patch Kids, pepperoncinis, and lemons with salt. Oh, and tacos from Taco Bell.
Tacos are great.
I remember I put down like 20 tacos from Taco Bell.
Hard shell or soft shell?
Hard shell's better, but I'm up for either as long as there's enough hot sauce.
Crazy.
Ooh, Reese's peanut butter cups, but in the fridge though.
Totally, I agree with that.
They're still good outside.
My grandma
of it,
used
though.
to do that. She used to always keep a pack of them in the
They have
refrigerator.
Sour Patch cereal. Ew, with milk.
I saw they have Fruity Pebbles cereal with marshmallows now. They're breeding the Fruity Pebbles and Lucky Charms together.
I used to love me Lucky Charms. You can see that, Jordan.
Yeah. What about jelly beans?
Oh, those Jelly Bellies or whatever. I never have.
That was a Ronald Reagan thing. He was obsessed with jelly beans.
I've never had the guts to try those like disgusting ones.
I always liked more like the.
I don't think.
I didn't like the hard candies as much as I like Little Debbie type stuff, like the baked candies or whatever those were. Like.
Little Debbie candies.
Well, you know what I mean, like the
baked
strawberry.
goods?
Yeah, like just whatever. Like they.
You mean like Twinkies and junk?
Well, no, like the oatmeal sandwiches, those kind of things,
That's
and
not
like
candy though, but I see
fudge
what you're
round, I
saying.
think is what they're called. They're like little cookies or whatever.
Those are like desserts.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm just like that. Those are more of what I liked more than like the hard candies.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you, Red's Records.
What was those other ones? The crocodile one. What was that one?
Chocodiles.
Yeah.
Do you like Choco Taco, Amy?
No, not anymore since that girl broke my heart. No, I'm just kidding.
Crazy.
Honestly, I never had one. I always saw him on the ice cream man thing though. Whenever the ice cream man came, I always got well, if I had enough dollars, I always got those chocolate. Oh, and they make the strawberry one too. What are they called? And it has like all those crumblies all over it.
Oh yeah.
What are they
The
called?
bar, yeah.
Yeah.
The strawberry shortcake
They had
bar.
strawberry and they had a chocolate one.
Yeah,
I always got the chocolate one.
They used to have those in the elementary school cafeteria. That's
What?
cafeteria. Yeah, ours did for sure.
I used to work the ice cream cart in elementary school. At school. Did your school ever do that where you got to work the lunchroom sometimes?
We had to like they alternated, like there was a certain grade. I think it was you were like
You had
in
to be in
fourth
sixth
grade.
grade for
Like,
us.
oh, maybe it was sixth. Yeah, I know
We had to
like
be in
one
sixth
week
grade.
out of the year you had to work in the cafeteria. It didn't bother me. I thought it was the cafeteria ladies were funny. They were.
I thought
It was.
fun.
It was basically like working with three of my grandmas.
I loved when we got to do cafeteria. It sucked having to be stuck doing the like dump the tray person.
Yeah.
But like you were like real cool if you got to do the ice cream.
How
station.
did elementary school have such great pizza?
It
How
was
come
so
I can't
long.
find that anywhere now?
They
Why-
don't even make good school food anymore anyway. Now all they can have is salads and tofu. High school lunch.
Ooh, you're having fresh apple crisp out of the oven right now?
Yeah.
That sounds so good. Throw some vanilla ice cream
Wait,
on there.
what? I was reading something. What are they having?
They're having apple crisp straight out of the oven. Push-ups, yeah, I liked push-ups too. Flintstones push-ups, they put nerds in them.
Pizza burgers. That would be like a sloppy Joe, but pizza. That That's probably so good.
We're going to wrap it up here soon. Thank you, everyone, for popping in. We might do another live stream together this weekend. But thank you for everyone being so kind and wishing Amy a happy birthday all night and just always being in great moods. You guys are always so cool, you know. Why was the gum with baseball cards so lame?
I know, it didn't taste good, huh?
We're just getting ready to sign off, and then you come hitting us with a dandy question like that. I don't know. Those are those kind of questions that you never answer. I think maybe it's just because it was universal. I don't know.
I used to love when the ice cream man came by.
Well, her birthday is in a couple days, but
It's in like a week.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, Sean.
Thanks.
I told Amy if we did this, that we would cheer some people up. Sometimes people are getting kind of bored in the night, and just a random live stream is fun to finish your day off, you know.
Garbage Pail Kids gum. It was old.
What about bubble tape? Is that still around? Do you remember bubble tape? That was big when I was a kid.
That's still around. You can get it. It's called
we used to get.
Why is it?
They used to have a bubble gum at a toy store that I went to that came in a toothpaste tube.
Isn't it called like Hubba Bubba or something like that?
Maybe.
It comes in the pink container.
Yeah, maybe. I thought it was called bubble tape, but
no, it did when we were little, but now it's different.
Oh, thank you, Cindy.
I don't like eating gum. It starts hurting my teeth, and then also it's just kind of gross that it's like a wad of whatever it's made of your spit that you keep scrunching on, and every time you bite, it squirts your own spit into your mouth, and then you just recycle it for hours. That's gross.
It is. It is pretty well, and they say people that are
the candy cigarettes were fun.
You have to be careful if you're a gum chewer and you're a smoker too, because I used to work with a guy when I got out of high school who told me that he had to have his teeth pulled because he always smoked cigarettes, and when he wasn't smoking, like he would always smoke on his smoke breaks, he would always be chewing gum. He was just always re-chewing nicotine over and just basically like rotted out his teeth and his gums and everything.
That sounds stupid because they make nicotine gum.
Well, this was 1999, so I don't know.
That's like one of the major ways to quit smoking.
Bubblegum cigars. They still have candy cigarettes. You can still buy those.
You have to go to a vintage candy store.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right. I didn't even think of that.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, you can't even like simulate smoke.
No,
You're right.
You have to go to one of those like vintage style candy shops.
I remember buying
You can't just buy those.
gum cigarettes when I was a kid, and you would blow on the end, and like a puff of like sugar smoke or whatever would pop out the end.
I know, those were so fun.
Rocket Fizz is great, but a lot of them around here have closed.
Thanks.
All right, everyone, we're gonna call it a night. I'm gonna take Amy out for some food. But
You could probably order candy cigarettes online if you go to like a vintage candy shop.
That's probably true.
And especially now, they probably want to get that stuff moving out. There's like an old candy shop by me that had those. The ice cream man used to always have those.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy. I wasn't even thinking about that when you said that on here. I was
That's
like,
because you don't have kids.
Well, I mean, you just forget that, like, heck, you get like a dirty eye if you're an adult smoking cigarettes now, but forget about like when we were kids, like it wasn't a big deal. So I just wasn't even thinking like that now they would be.
Now you'll get a dirty eye for not having a mask on.
Great. I just wasn't thinking. They didn't have candied beer when I was a kid, so
There's
it wasn't.
nothing you could do right.
Yeah, you can't really.
They had those little candies that were shaped like beers, though.
Yeah,
and then they had little soda pop ones too.
Yeah, I do remember the soda pop ones. Oh, thank
And
you,
then they
Mike.
had root beer.
That's true. The
Which-
root beer barrels.
I think I read a long time ago that root beer was made for the old miners back in the day, and they used to get drunk all the time, so they wanted to figure out a way to keep the miners happy, so they created root beer so that they could drink their beer while they worked without getting drunk.
Makes sense.
But root beer doesn't taste like beer at all.
No.
In fact, I'd actually rather have a beer than a root beer.
Not me.
You like
I'll
root
take.
beer better?
I do. I like root beer.
You do?
Hmm. I just had some the other day.
You like cream soda?
I love cream soda.
Ugh. I don't like cream soda at all.
Well, I stopped at an A&W because it was the only thing in town, the town that I was passing through. So I did get a root beer with my meal, with my chicken sandwich.
Pepsi floats are good too.
See, I love cream soda for that. I like red cream soda with like a float.
What's a red cream?
It's like red pop,
What's red pop?
cream soda, but it's red.
But what flavor is that? Strawberry?
No, not really. It's like its own thing.
Hmm.
Like when I was, they have Big Red and Brock's, or not Brock's,
I
but
never heard of that.
Barks. Barks makes a really good one. Barqs. It's a Midwestern favorite. You said red pop tastes like bubblegum? Kinda. All right, everyone, we're gonna call it a night. Thank you all for spending the last hour with us. We'll see you in the next couple of days. Have a
Scooby
great
snacks,
one.
the shots. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.